Hey, sweet friends, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Sammy, and welcome back to this week's What's for Dinner. This week I have 4 meal ideas for you. 2 of them were new to us, so I hope you will give them a try. I will have the recipes linked below in my description box. But other than that, I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below because it really helps out my channel when you all do that. And also think about subscribing if you are not, because I've noticed several people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so I would love to have y'all. But without further ado, let's get into this week's What's for Dinner. Come on, let's go. Hey friends, tonight's dinner is bacon wrapped barbecued chicken. Yes, I have a Twizzler in my hand. It's not too bad outside, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut my oven on for a little bit. These are chicken tenderloins, so it won't take too long. And then what we do is I'll just cut this bacon in half and wrap it around the chicken tenderloins, and then we're gonna cover it in this Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. So that's all we do with that, besides season it with whatever seasonings y'all like. Y'all know my go-to already. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do there. And then I'm just gonna make some of our favorite green beans and some creamy 4-cheese rice. And that's gonna be dinner tonight. Alright y'all, so the chicken is wrapped. Some of them I didn't have enough bacon, so I just kind of like laid it on top of those last 2 pieces. But all of the tenderloins are wrapped and seasoned. I seasoned them with black garlic and orange pepper. And now we're going to cover this in foil for a little bit and let those cook a little bit. And then we'll take it off, put some barbecue sauce on, and then put it under the broiler. So we'll pretty much cook this all the way up until the time to add those. And then we'll broil it, and then I'll bring you back. But of course I got my tea going back there. I have my green beans heating up, and I need to make the rice, and then dinner's gonna be ready, y'all. All right, so we have everything ready here. There are the green beans and the cheesy rice. That's the Rice-A-Roni brand. It's our absolute favorite. And then, of course, we have our barbecued bacon wrapped chicken, or bacon wrapped barbecue chicken, however you want to say it. Either way, it's delicious, and I hope y'all give it a try. But that was dinner this night, y'all. Alright y'all, so this morning is the first day back to school. It is Monday, August the 29th. And I am putting on a pot of beans. I gotta go get the ham out of the fridge, but I did soak these overnight. I'm gonna put in some Badia Complete, some black pepper, and of course my go-to Cavender's, and then 2 packets of this Saison Goya. And this one's gonna be to cut up, put on top, but this one's going to be cooked in the beans. And let me go get the ham. Alright, and then I went and got the ham. It is kind of dark in here because it is just now 6 in the morning. I got to get these done and before I go to work, so I wanted to go ahead and get them started now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up this onion, put it in there along with the ham and all these seasonings, and I'll bring you back and show you, and we'll set it, and then forget it. And I'll bring you back this evening too and show you. And then we're going to make some fried taters and probably cornbread or biscuits. I haven't decided yet. So that's going to be dinner tonight. Alright, I really wish I had my tripod back, but I don't, so it is what it is. But I got the ham, the onions, all the seasonings, and then that's the Saison Goya right here. But I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir. That way everything is incorporated. We're going to put the lid on, and I'm going to cook these for Well, it'll probably be at least 8-9 hours, and then they're going to go to keep warm. Mine automatically goes to keep warm. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. And I'll bring you back and show you what everything looks like when I get home this evening about 5:30ish. Alright, y'all, we are home, and the beans have cooked all day, and then they were switched to keep warm. So we're just going to go ahead and give this a stir. A big old piece of ham in there. Sorry, it's going to fog up. Oh, these smell so good. I wish we had smell-o-vision. These, oh my goodness, those smell so good. Okay, so we're going to put the lid back on these and just let them stay warm. I'm going to go ahead and wash and just slice these up. I'm not going to peel these. I'm just going to fry them as is. And that's going to be dinner tonight. I still don't know what kind of bread I'm going to make, though. I'll have to ask the family if we're just going to have sliced white bread with butter on it, or if I'm going to make cornbread or biscuits. I don't know which ones yet, but we'll see. But this is going to be dinner tonight. Okay, so first I want to thank Mast Home for sending me this rotary slicer. It is so handy to have. I have been looking at one of these for a while, but I just never got it. I usually just use like my food processor, the one by Ninja. But this one is from Mast Home. Excuse me. It has 5 different blades that you can choose from. It's got a slicer, a grater, I think one's julienne, then you get a smaller grater, and then you get like a waffle fry cutter, and then you also just get one, which I'm going to use here to show you all how great this thing works. It's just where you can like slice the vegetables and just make them like thin slices. So it's very easy to put together. You just put the blade in there, and then you screw the handle into the blade itself, or the cone, and then you also have a locking mechanism, and you can also take that top part off for easy cleanup once you are done. So it locks onto any surface as long as it is a smooth surface. That way it has a lot of grip, and I'm showing you here because I lift up my whole cutting board. But I'm just going to go ahead and use this the thin slice blade to slice up my potatoes, to make fried potatoes to go with my beans, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity. It worked perfectly. So I just want to say thank you so much for sending me this and the opportunity to show all of my friends on here how great this works. If you're interested in this, I will have a code linked down below so you all can purchase one of these for yourself. And also, right here, you can see how easy the cleanup is as well. It all comes apart. It's all dishwasher safe as well, except for the base. Because I got all of those potatoes sliced up in no time. So I just want to say thanks again. And it made this job a breeze. So anywho, to start frying the potatoes, I thought I had some bacon grease, but I didn't, aka liquid gold. So I just put a little bit of vegetable oil in there with a little bit of butter. You layer your potatoes in there and then season them with whatever seasonings you want. I did Badia Complete and Cavender's, and you just do that layer by layer, and then you cook them until they're nice golden brown. I like ours a little bit crispier because it gives that extra texture when you put them into your beans. But here is the finished bowl. We have our beans here. I just put the taters in there with it, with some fresh diced onion on top and a little bit of mayo. I know it sounds weird, but it's absolutely delicious. Hey friends, tonight's dinner is honey garlic chicken thighs. I will have this recipe linked below so you can follow it. And so we've just got 2 packages of chicken thighs here. That is what it calls for. If you don't like chicken thighs, I'm sure you could use chicken breast too. I'm going to make some basmati rice, and then this is everything you'll need for I guess the marinade or the sauce that you cook the chicken in. So you'll have to have some minced garlic, some onion, honey, soy sauce, vegetable oil, and then of course your seasonings that you put on your chicken, like salt and pepper, Cavender's, or whatever you want to do. But that is everything you're going to need to cook this chicken. And like I said, I am going to make basmati rice, and I'm going to make some broccoli to go with it. But that's going to be dinner tonight. All right, y'all, so right here I just went ahead and seasoned up our chicken thighs right here on the plate. I've already put some in there. We had a contractor over here looking at our heat pump so we could start that whole process over again. That's a long story, but we are going to get it repaired here in a couple weeks. So I'm frying that chicken right there. I've already made this basmati rice. I have our onion diced up there, and then there's our soy sauce, garlic, and honey mixture right there in the measuring cup. And once that chicken's fried all the way, well, not all the way through, but you remove it from the pan. I have all that done right here. So with that right there, you want those brown bits left in the bottom. So first you just take that mixture of the soy sauce, the honey, the garlic, and I think that's it. Yeah, soy sauce, garlic, honey, and the onion. You put that in the pan and let it cook and let that honey melt down and just let the onions and everything get a little bit softer and translucent. And that's when, once that has cooked down a little bit, you add your chicken thighs back into it. And then you let them finish cooking all the way through till they get to an internal temp of 160. And there is the finished chicken and everything. Y'all, this was really good. Even though it was a new to us recipe, this one was a winner. There is our steamed broccoli and of course our rice, which I just cook in water and chicken stock. So it's the best way to cook rice. But that was dinner this night, y'all, and it was absolutely delicious. Like I said, I'll have the recipe linked below for y'all so y'all can give it a try as well. Hey friends, tonight's dinner is a new to us recipe. This will be the second one this week. I told y'all I've been kind of like in a food rut, so I tried to pick some different some chicken dishes because I know we all like chicken. So anyways, tonight we are making spinach and artichoke chicken. So I have 2 packages, so 8 pieces of chicken breast. I have some fresh spinach, mozzarella cheese, some already diced onion. I already had this from when we had pintos, so I'm just going to use the rest of it because it did call for some. You'll need a can of the artichoke heart, some sour cream, Duke's mayonnaise, or any mayonnaise that you prefer, but I prefer Duke's, Dijon mustard, salt, garlic powder, and pepper, and of course Parmesan cheese as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I'll set y'all up and then I'll probably do a voiceover for that part. But anyways, that is what's for dinner tonight. And I will have this recipe right here. I'll have it linked below for y'all so y'all can print your own copies and follow right along. Okay, so to start out with, you just want to prep your chicken and go ahead and get that in a baking dish. So I am doing that right here. And then the next thing you'll want to do once you get that arranged, mine was still a little bit frozen, so I had to kind of make it fit. It wasn't bad. I just cooked it a little bit longer in the oven. So you go ahead and season it up with some salt, garlic powder, and pepper, and then we'll set that aside and we'll get started on mixing all the cheeses and I guess, well, the topping for the chicken, I should say. So in a bowl, you'll take your mozzarella cheese and your Parmesan cheese, and you'll want to, I guess, incorporate that together, mix it up to where it's well distributed, if you per se. Then you'll take about 1/3 of that mixture and you'll put it in a separate bowl for topping the chicken after you put the spinach and artichoke mix on it. And this right here is when I realized I didn't have a big enough bowl. Typical Sammy. So I just dumped that into a larger bowl before I started adding in the mayonnaise and the sour cream, which you see right here. Like I said, I'll have the recipe below so you can get the exact measurements if you want that. And then you'll add the Dijon mustard, the onions, you'll stir that together so it's nice and mixed up. And then you will see me go ahead and grab my canned artichoke hearts and the bag of spinach. I'm going to go ahead and get those prepared off camera, but you'll see it here in just a second. I just chopped those up in my food processor, and then all you'll do is you'll just mix that together till everything is well combined, and then you'll bring your chicken back over. You will dump this mixture over your chicken, and Honestly, I probably could have got away with just the original recipe amount, but because I doubled the chicken, I doubled the topping as well, which honestly, the next time I make it, I'll just keep it the same. So if you make this, keep that in mind. So once I got that mixture over top, I just sprinkle the extra cheese on top of that as well. This was so good, but like I said, the next time I will, you know, go with the original amount of the mixture and the cheese. But here are our green beans. They are cooking up, and then right here I'm going to go ahead and make our little they're usually oven roasted potatoes, but I always do them in the microwave because it saves on time and less heat through the house. So all you do is you dice up your potatoes, you season them, cover them in plastic wrap, and cook them in a microwave oven for about 10 minutes, and then you let them sit and they will finish cooking, and they are the perfect texture and tenderness. They are just absolutely delicious. So if you haven't tried it this way, please do. Once I put all the seasoning on there, I remembered I did not put my Lipton onion soup mix in there, so I went ahead and added that in there too, but you all didn't see me put that in there. But these are so good, and I hope y'all give them a try. So here is the chicken once it is all cooked, and you can see how much liquid is in there, so that's why I said you might want to cut down on the mixture on top. But our green beans are done, and so are the potatoes. This was such a good dinner, y'all. It's definitely worth trying. But that is all for this week's What's for Dinner. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you have a very blessed week coming up. Until next time, my friends, God bless. Bye.